Soap, a substance we use to clean our hands, face, body, and even dishes and pretty much anything that needs cleaning. It keeps the bacteria away. It's a product that is so commonly found, but at what cost?
The liquid soap that you use may contain toxic ingredients that are carcinogenic and may affect your health. Typically, they are harmful for our environment too, as they produce a lot of packaging waste. Today, we're at Sugar and Spice Studio to find out just how they make bar soap that's safe all around and leave nothing but freshness. Let's see what they have in store for us. Hey Nora, welcome to the series. I hear that you make bar soaps here, but could you give us a rundown what you do here at Sugar and Spice?
Sure. We are actually a group of individuals who care very much for the health and the environment. Okay, down here at Sugar and Spice, we aim to be the catalyst of change in providing the public educations of making their own bar soaps from scratch. The reason why we want to educate the public of making bar soap from scratch, just so that we know, they know what goes exactly into a bar of soap.
Oh.
So they are able to customize their own bar according to their own unique preference, for example. Yeah, rather than them buying off the shelf, because off-the-shelf products, they can't customize at all. So if you're able to learn how to make your own bar soap from scratch, you literally know what exactly goes into a bar of soap. Yeah.
It's really meaningful to see how Sugar and Spice wishes to be the catalyst of change. Soap making seems to be getting quite popular as a hobby. But do people come back often for workshops?
Yes, so students actually will come back for more workshops. So after they attend the education bit, right, we actually craft a journey for them. They can actually come back again and share a common space to make soap together. So we do have a couple of students from that come in for different purposes, but due to the different lifestyle. So for example, we have students that come in because they want to be much more environmentally conscious, all right? We do have students who come in because, let's just say, they have skin issues, so they want to personalize their own bar of soap. We also have mummies who actually come in because they want a gentler bar for their children. But we also have seen a number of students also that come in which eventually become their own business owners. So we actually group them together to form a small community here at Sugar and Spice. At the same time, because we craft for them a journey for them, all right, they can actually sell their soaps on our platform as well. So we actually have a common resources that we share together in this little community.
It's really heartening to see the growing involvement in bar soap making within our community. But how does Sugar and Spice within sustainability in your day-to-day operations?
In Sugar and Spice, we advocate the use of plant-based ingredients. So some of the plant-based ingredients that we advocate are things like carrier oils, essential oils, which are much more healthier version, right? Imagine using a bar of soap that contains all the natural products, right? When you use the bar of soap, in your shower, it goes into the drainage system, it goes into the ecosystem. It actually still very safe for the environment. So on top of that, student also doesn't have to bring any bulky items to the studio because all the equipment and the ingredients will be provided. So it's actually a hassle-free for our soap makers. And they actually shared all the equipments that is being used as the soap makers. We even have a refill station where they can freely use the ingredients that is available. So in terms of packaging also, we actually encourage students to actually bring their own containers. If in the event that they don't bring their own containers, we also advocate the use of recycled products such as the milk carton to actually bring their soap home.
I see. I like how you guys provide a hassle-free experience while advocating for zero waste. That's really nice. When the soap makers bring back their bar soaps, how long do they usually last?
So typically for a bar of soap, the expiry is between 12 to 24 months. But the beauty about being able to craft your own bar soap is that you get the choice of putting whatever ingredients that you want in a bar of soap. In a thing like coffee ground, for example, if you want an exfoliation bar, you can add in coffee grounds into your soap. But if you want something that is much more gentler for your face and for your hair, that is when you can actually formulate your own recipe from scratch. So that's why we have classes up from beginner levels up to the advanced level. In the advanced level, we will actually teach you how to formulate your own recipe using the right ingredients for your face or for your hair.
I see. I really love how you're able to customize to your own needs. Wow, I really love how bar soap making is not only beneficial for our environment, but it's also fun as well. Can anyone with no experience like me do it?
Yes, we actually accept soap makers who have actually zero experience into our classes. In fact, we have classes from beginners level up to the advanced level. The making of bar soap is actually very, very easy. So let me ask my colleague Jean to actually show you how to make a bar of soap.
Sounds fun. Let's get started. Hey Jean, what will we be doing today?
So today we're actually going to make the basic melt and pour soap. This is one of the first few ways people get started with making soap because they can do this at home. So let me just walk you through what's on the table and the equipment that you need. So you'll first need a silicone mold, and this is where we're going to keep or pour our soap. And then we'll need some satay stick because we have to do some stirring. This is actually a silicone cup where we will pour our melted soap in here later. So we also have some organic botanicals where we can use to decorate our soap. So this is some calendula flowers, some rose petals, and some lavender grains. You will also see the transparent soap base. So this is actually what we need to melt in order to make our soap from scratch later. Then we also have our ethanol spray and our 100% pure essential oil. So we will start off by melting off some soap first. So you'll see a double boiler here with a stainless metal steel cup. So all you need to do is to put some of the soap in, and we have to wait for about 10 minutes for it to melt.
Okay, so just wait for that to melt.
So now our soap has melted, we can proceed to making our bar of soap.
Okay.
So the first thing you want to do is you want to choose one of these flowers and put it into your mold.
Okay, so do I just choose one?
Yeah. You can even mix and match if you want.
Ah, okay. Let's mix some. So how much do I take?
You can take maybe 2 or 3 like fingerful.
So just pinch a bit lah.
Yeah. Great. So now I will also take 1 or 2. We mix lavender and calendula. Then the next thing we will do is we will put some essential oils into our soap. So we will put 1 to 2 drops of the essential oils into our silicone cup.
Can we use like just any essential oils?
As long as they're 100% pure essential oils, then it wouldn't ruin your soap.
Okay, so basically any scent is doable.
Yes, you can even match your own scents if you want.
Oh, that's really nice. I didn't know we can do that. So 1 to 2 drops, right?
Yes. That's great. So you don't want to put too much because if you have very sensitive skin, then the essential oils can affect your skin. But you just want to put enough to make your bar soap smell nice. So now our essential oil is in the silicone cup. Then we will pour some of this melted soap into the silicone cup. So now we want to mix our essential oils into the soap. You can use the satay stick.
So just mix, right?
To mix your soap. So we can mix it for about 10 seconds or so, just to make sure it's well mixed. You don't want to stir too long, otherwise your soap will harden in the cup. Then you won't be able to pour it into the mold.
So about 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah. So once you think it has been well mixed, then we can actually pour our soap into the mold like this.
So just pour the whole thing in.
That's great. Okay, then you can also use your satay stick to kind of mix the flowers in so that it's not just floating on top. But you don't want to spend too long doing this, otherwise your soap will start to thicken. Okay, finally, to finish off, we will spray the soap with ethanol. So 1 to 2 sprays will do.
Why do we actually have to spray this?
Because the ethanol actually dissolves the soap bubble, so it gives you a very smooth and nice finish on the top of your soap. So we don't put too much, because if you put too much, then your soap will be slimy. So the most important part now is you don't want to move your soap, because if you move the soap while it's cooling, then it would start to develop wrinkles on top.
So we just leave it on the table at room temperature.
Yes, you can leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And how you check that it's done is when you can gently press the middle and it has hardened. So it has been about maybe 15 to 20 minutes now that our soap has hardened. So to test that it has hardened, you just need to press gently in the middle and just to make sure that it's not very soft. So sometimes it might still be warm, but as long as it's hardened, then we can actually unmold it.
Oh, as long as it's hardened. Is there a reason why we use silicone mold actually?
So you will use silicone mold because it's very easy to unmold. You can use other equipment like wooden molds, but that one you need to line the inside with maybe baking paper or cling film, so it's not as convenient as using a silicone mold.
I see.
And I think the good thing about silicone mold is that you can always reuse it over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. It's reusable so many times. Yeah. So do we just remove it now?
Yes, so you just want to peel the sides gently, just so that to check that the soap is not sticking to the mold. Then you should be able to flip it and press it down from the bottom. Okay. So yeah, just stretch the sides. Yeah, you should actually do like this. Yeah, and do it for all 4 corners. Yep, and then you pull the other side too. Yep, and then you want to pop it from the bottom.
So my hands have to go like this.
And then you can pull your soap out. It should be quite easy. Yeah, so this is a bar soap that you've made.
So it's ready to be used?
Yes, it's ready to be used. It's good to maybe leave it over for a day. Sometimes it will harden even more before you use it. What happens is if you use the soap and it's not ready, then it would dissolve very quickly in the shower.
Okay, so I just leave it like on the tabletop to harden for a day or so.
Yes. Then afterwards, if you want to keep your bar soap, you should keep it in an airtight container, just so that it doesn't react with the moisture in the air.
Okay, so this is good to go.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this with us.
No problem.
Looks so beautiful.
Apart from melt and pour, we can also make bar soaps using the cold process method.
I love how easy it was to make the bar soap. However, are there any ingredients or chemicals we should take note of when buying ready-made soaps?
Yes, some of the common ingredients that can be found in a bar of soap are things like petrochemicals, paraben, colorings, and even fragrance. So these kind of chemicals can actually trigger sensitivity to the skin. So imagine using this on a child that has sensitive skin for eczema. You need something that is much more gentler. So a plant-based bar of soap would be much more ideal. It is very important to also read the labels. Because sometimes the label might put 100% natural bar of soap, but the actual thing is the only natural thing that is in that bar of soap is actually the additives. So it's actually very important to read the labels when you're buying a bar of soap.
Thank you so much, Nora, for shedding light on the ingredients of the soap that we use so often. And with that, we've come to the end of this episode, EcoBytes. Honestly, I wasn't aware of the presence of harsh chemical in the soap I use. This has definitely been an eye-opener for me. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!
Now, for all of our viewers who are watching, we have something special for you. We'll be giving away one basic cold process soap making class and one melt and pour soap making class. To take part in the giveaway, all you have to do is to head over to our giveaway post on our Facebook and Instagram page. Comment on the giveaway post with your answers, like and share this episode 10 Lather Up, and follow Sugar and Spice SG, Suskin Singapore, and ssgallery.sg page to enter. For more bite-sized sustainable lifestyle content, check out our next episode EcoBytes on 15 May. For more information, head over to our Instagram and Facebook page at ssgallery.sg to find out more. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode. If you are still unsure about where to start your sustainability journey, one good way is to download the Suskin app onto your phones. Suskin is a mobile app that rewards you with cashback for making sustainable choices. All you have to do is to download the free app, which allows you to choose a charity or cause that you wish to support. Complete actions like participating in sustainable events and supporting sustainable stores to gain points. The more points you earn, the higher your reward tiers and impact. To get started on your sustainability journey, head over to the Suskin app, search for EcoBytes, and key in the PIN code 1704 to claim your first 500 points.